Hello makeup fiends and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. I think you only saw 4 of my fingers there. It's definitely 5. So I'm going to do a video in front of my lovely Christmas tree and I'm going to talk about, I had a title all prepared, how to beat the stress of Christmas. I kind of had a comment on a video that I made, I think it was yesterday's vlog, and Karen was talking about feeling stressed at Christmas, and I think that I don't get very stressed at Christmas, and I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I do that help me not get quite so stressed, and maybe some of them can help you. You probably do quite a lot of them, it's probably really very quite obvious, but these are things that help me, so you never know. So I've got my trusty little list here and I have got 20 items on my list. So we'll try and rattle through them. So number 1 is start shopping early. Now I know some people find this quite depressing to be worrying about Christmas or thinking about Christmas, but I've always found that it's really useful to start thinking of just little small, even just kind of stocking filler type things. They soon add up and make a really lovely gift, and it's really handy to have a little store of things that you've been collecting, and then if somebody's birthday comes up or a special event comes up for some reason, you can always just dip in there and you're not having to worry about pulling out the cash at the time. But as well, for children, I always found when Tony was small, it was easy to start buying things early in the year. Just picking up things like colouring books, bubbles, jigsaw puzzles, things like that. Things that were just great stocking fillers. Even larger toys, because when they're small, you can pick up things like that. Like I picked up some really good Fisher Price things in offers. So I think that it's worth thinking about. And don't think of it as Christmas, just think of it as like stockpiling some gifts for people. I always do it, and I always find that I know that even before December starts I have a lot of things in. This year I did have most of my shopping actually done before it even got to the 1st of December, and since the 1st of December I've only picked up a few little bits and pieces, and I only have 1 or 2 things to get, and one of those things is something that I'm waiting actually to come out. It comes out, I think it's next week, and that's Ice Age 4 for my dad, because that's what he's asked for, because he's a big kid. So there are some things that are outside my control that I have to wait until they're released, but mostly I just tend to shop a little bit earlier. It just makes life easier, and then when the shops are totally mental in December you don't even have to worry about it because you've got your things in. So number 2 is also related to shopping, and it is shop online. I have done 95% of my shopping online. I don't like going out to the shops. When it's like this, it's just bedlam, it's mental. People are like pushing and shoving, people just stop right in front of you and you nearly run up their backsides, for want of a better word, and it just gets really busy and really stressful. Aww.
And here we are with a Christmas cup of tea. Christmas
cup of tea? Ah, thank you.
Here we are.
It's so lovely.
Who?
You?
Husband.
Lovely husband. Well, that's a nice cup of tea. So, yes, shop online. Where you can, mostly, if you're not needing to look at the gift in particular just to check it for something, it's great to shop online. And Tony did ask for something from a certain shop and rather than go in store I actually did an online order, and if you sign up to some of these places you can find you do get a lot of great offers. Now the shop in question that she asked for the gifts from, actually they had an offer that was on for 3 days and it was 20% off, and I had quite a large order to put in there, and that 20% off turned out being a huge discount, so that was really great. Yes, so shopping online can be a really good thing. I got Alex things from Play. I pre-ordered my DVDs because they're the same price as the shop, sometimes cheaper. In fact, I got a Steelbook Blu-ray for Alec. And Steelbooks are quite rare, they don't make quite so many of them, they're a little bit limited edition, and it was exactly the same price as the standard Blu-ray, so very good that. And I got a brilliant t-shirt for him which was half price in the ASOS sale, and I know he's gonna love it. It was really expensive initially, but I never would have paid that much, but it was like, it's just really nice. So I've managed to pick up some great things online. And kind of related to that, another fact, another one which was not number 3. Oh no, I'm going to come back to that later because I'm going to get all confused. Yeah, so shopping online, it's great to just be able to fill in your thing, press place your order, and then a couple of days later it arrives in its box. And there's no faffing on, and you don't have to worry about it, and I only use shops where I can do free returns generally. I've claimed back money for returns on Play before, but I never really send anything back there because it's DVDs and stuff and I know that's what I want. ASOS is free returns, and yeah, fantastic. It's just saved me a whole lot of hassle of going out. There have been a few other things that I've picked up from places like Primark, who do not have an online shop. That is just so shocking. They would just really make a load of money with an online shop. But yeah, online shopping is definitely the way to go. I couldn't be without it this time of year. It makes life so much easier. And plus I needed something from Toys R Us, and the Toys R Us that is local to us hasn't had it in stock. Just terrible for getting stock of certain things, and it was online, so I was able to get it, which was really good. So that's number 2. Number 3, decorate at the beginning of the month. I would definitely say that decorate, now I don't mean November, I mean early December. Our decorations usually go up on the 1st of December. Unfortunately Alec was working on the 1st of December and we did have a lazy day on the 2nd, so the decorations did go up on the 3rd, which is a little late for us, but it's only a couple of days. But I find if you decorate earlier in the month, you don't have to worry about getting the decorations out and putting them up. That part is out of the way, they're up, and you can just enjoy them. So I would definitely say decorating early is very good, because you're not thinking about, right, I need to decorate, I need to do this. It's out the way and done. Number 4, make your own tags. Now I'm going to do a video on how I do mine, but it's incredibly simple. It's not a lot of work. You can sit on a night if you were sitting watching TV and sit and do it, and it's really personal. You can pick images that would suit the person, so I tend to put very cutesy ones on Tony's of animals. We pick funny ones for my dad and we find very funny ones for my mum because we like to have a laugh at her. So yes, doing your own tags can also be that very personal touch, but it also saves money and it actually is very quick. Number 5, make your list and check it twice. Right, so if you make a list out, then you can have a look and see what you need to get, and then you can kind of look at where you need to get these things from. Planning ahead is really, really good because you know then where you've got to go. I make my list, and then down the side I make a list of where those items are from. Whatever I can order online, I then do that, and then the other items I can go and just get from in store. Make your list and check it twice, yes, because then you can like run down where you need to go, and it saves time when you're out and about going for your shopping. If you do need to go to the shops, then you know exactly what shops you're going to and you know exactly what you're going for, which is very good and makes it just a bit faster. The next one, number 6, don't worry about price. So this is like more about, if you're on a bit of a budget, don't think, oh, I have to spend X amount of money, because I don't think that you need to. I think that if you pick something that genuinely fits the person, is something that they would like, or is something that is very them, it doesn't matter how much it costs. It doesn't matter if it is, you know, from a charity shop. You know, if it's new, I'm not talking about like buying somebody an old blanket with holes in it. I'm talking about like, you know, if you went to a charity shop and saw a DVD, or you saw an ornament that somebody might like, then why not? You're providing, you're giving money to charity, which is a good thing, and you're also getting something for somebody that they will like. And I think that you can't really put a price on that, because it's just, for me, that giving is a huge thing. You're giving somebody, and to see somebody open a present and really appreciate what you've bought them, what you've spent time thinking about and going out and finding, I think it's really, you can't beat that feeling. So I would definitely say that you don't have to worry about putting a certain price on things. It's just about finding something that's perfect for somebody, and you can do that on a budget. Number 7, unique gifts. So for this one, for the example, I put teachers. So when Tony was at primary school, we used to get a present for the teacher every year. Don't do that now, she's at seniors because she's got so many teachers. But at primary. Now, I volunteered at the school for 2 years, and at Christmas time, the presents that they get, and I've written a list, mostly what they get are pens, candles, smellies, what is that word? Wait, can't even read me all right. Smellies, chocks, wine, teddies and mugs. And things that say best teacher and things like that. So the things that we've bought for teachers in the past are Tony had the same teacher 2 years in a row, and she got to know this teacher very well, and she learnt a lot about her. So what we did for the first year, when we didn't know too much about her, we bought her a special Christmas bauble, and I showed the Christmas bauble in my yesterday's Vlogmas. And that is the ball with Santa lying on top with the lights around. So I bought her that for her tree so that she could have that and keep that, because for me, I'm very sentimental about the things that go on my tree, and I think it's just a nice gift that she can get out every year. And then the other thing, the next year, we obviously knew her a lot better. We actually bought her a snow globe because she collected snow globes. She really loved that gift. It was very personal because it was something that she collected. So that was nice. And another teacher that she had, who was a male teacher, he was into doing like sort of DIY projects and things like that. So we bought him like a special tool that had lots of different things inside it, screwdriver, torch, all that kind of thing. And that was something that was useful for him that he could use. So just thinking, another thing that we've bought is a bookmark for a teacher who just loved to read, and it was like a metal one, and it clipped in, and it was just had a beautiful pattern on it, and it was really nice. It's just, you don't have to even spend very much, just if you get something that, you know, is a little bit different and a bit unique. And it's just, I guess, like that with everybody, just something that is kind of tailored to that person. It's really appreciated. The next thing, now I definitely need my glasses for this one because this is just tiny. So number 8, jot down what people like or mention they would like to try out and refer to that list. Now I'm going to use an example here. My example is Elaine of Elaine 12 Jones, because she has said things in her videos and it's kind of like, light bulb, okay, right, okay, on the list it goes. So I've actually got her a couple of things from things that she's mentioned. She just kind of talks about it in conversation. Oh yeah, I'd really like to try that, and I remember things. So I think that if you do that, you can get somebody something that they really want, and necessarily they haven't picked up the kind of, oh yeah, I'd really like to try that, and then it just goes out of their mind and they haven't bought it for themselves, and it's something that they would like. So I always listen to what people are saying and then kind of make a note of it in a non-stalkerish way. The next one is number 9, internet research prices. Right, so research your prices on the internet, because prices can really vary from one place to the next. You can get a book at WH Smith that will cost you £12–13. You can go to Asda and get it for £9, or Sainsbury's or somewhere like that. Also DVDs vary in prices wherever you go, as do games and makeup. Because Superdrug might have an offer on buy one get one half price, or 3 for 2, or £2 off something, and then Boots might have something different on. So it's best to have a little bit of a shop around online if you're looking to purchase something. Unless it's only sold in one place, have a little bit of a look around, and even do a little bit of searching on eBay and see whether you can pick it up there. But definitely do some internet research for prices, because you can definitely save yourself a lot of money there. There's no point in going out and just going, right, I need this, get it from there, and not even think about looking at other places, because money is something that you should like be careful about. You can always, if you, from the money you save from shopping around, you could buy something else. So I always do some research on the internet. Number 10, reserve your items and collect them in store. Now I find that this is fantastic, particularly for Argos. You can do it at other places such as Comet. I think Tesco do something, and I'm pretty sure Sainsbury's have something along those lines as well. But if you reserve your items, you know when you get to that shop they're going to be there. So it's not like I'm going to need, you know, a trip to Argos thinking, right, I want to go and get this. You get there and it's out of stock. It's really disappointing. You've made that trip. Go online. Just order it. You can get a text sent to your phone for free that has the reservation number on, so you can just take your phone along with you. You usually carry your phone when you're out and about anyway, so you've got your reservation number with you, and then you can go and pick it up. And I just find it makes life so much easier, just because, well, yeah, you can even do it at HMV. I'm sure HMV have a sort of collect thing as well on their website, and you can find out what stores it's in. It's just really useful because it just saves you a lot of time, and then you just go straight in, and rather than pouring through that catalogue and fighting people to get to the catalogues and writing your number down, you just go straight to the counter and pay for your item. The next thing, number 11, save your loyalty points. So if you have loyalty cards, Debenhams beauty card, Superdrug Boots card, Superdrug beauty card, Boots beauty card, Body Shop card, Nectar, all those kinds of really great collecting cards where you can get all your points when you're purchasing in store. Even Build-A-Bear, they have their own sort of stuff for stuff club. Then save your points up, and at Christmas time you can go out and you can purchase gifts with those points, so it saves you money. But you've earned them, so you don't have to feel just because you've used your points on something that you're cheating somebody out of a present, because you're not, because you would have purchased it anyway. You've just used your points, and you would have purchased something for yourself with those points, so you're still actually spending the money. It's just that you've earned them by buying things throughout the year, and those loyalty points can really make a difference. Alex just gone to Argos today to pick up a couple of things we needed, and we had £48 on the card and he spent 45, so there's something that we've got that didn't cost us anything. It's just loyalty points, so that can be a really great money saving thing, particularly if you're watching your pennies at Christmas. Number 12, check out seasonal offers. Now, I'm signed up to quite a few places online, notably Boots, Superdrug, Debenhams, Body Shop, Build-A-Bear, places that I do go and shop and buy things from. And Build-A-Bear's had some great offers. Body Shop has had some amazing offers. People think it's expensive, but it's really not quite as expensive as it used to be. Plus they've had some amazing offers. I haven't actually took up any of them because I haven't been able to, but they've had 50% off with certain codes, free delivery over a certain amount of money. So they had an offer on where if you spent over £30 you got delivery free, but on that same offer there was another one where you spent a certain amount, I think it was 40, you got 50% off. Really fantastic savings. Plus if you've got a Body Shop card, that costs £5 a year, but every time you purchase something you get 10% off. So if you get something and you put your order in and it takes 50% off, it then takes another 10% off the total that's left. So that's a huge money saving offer. Also 3 for 2s. Boots do a fantastic thing on their gifts, which is 3 for 2 at Christmas. You can pick up 3 gifts, and they do a promotion every year where one particular day you can go into some named larger stores and you can actually purchase 3 gifts. If you spend £50, then you get £12 worth of points back onto your card. So you could go there, get a couple of 3 for 2 items, pick up a lot of gifts, get some items free, and then even earn £12 onto your gift card, onto your card, which you can then use to buy something else. So it's definitely well worth looking out for those offers on. Number 13, Christmas dinner. Right, this is I'm going to sound a bit of an odd one, but always make more than you need. Now, more particularly of stuffing, roast potatoes and meat, because they're fantastic the next day to make sandwiches. So you don't even have to stress about the next day, because the next day you just want to veg out and chill and just, you know, just enjoy some family time together. So if you've got those things, they're great to eat cold. You can heat them up and you can make yourself a nice little meal or a sandwich, and you don't have to worry about cooking and dishes. Number 14. Sales. Buy things like your Christmas cards, decorations and a Christmas tree if you need a new one in the January sales. Get some fantastic prices in the sales for things like that. Get them put away and then you get them out new the next year. The mini Christmas decoration, I got her. She was very expensive originally. I know that she was over £10. She's ceramic. She's in the Disney store. I actually managed to pick her up for, I think it was about £3.79 in the sale. So that was a great bargain. I always check out the Disney store and pick up at least an ornament if I can, if they have anything nice on. But you can really get some great bargains. A couple of years ago I went to the sales after Christmas for work and we managed to pick up a Christmas tree that was down from £30 to £5, which is a fabulous bargain. So there are definitely some great bargains to be had out there. Number 15, be comfy. Now we all want to look really glamorous on Christmas Day and lovely, but Christmas dresses are lovely, but a number of things really. Have you got the money to be able to get that dress? How many times will you wear it again after that? It might be an investment worth making, but a dress, as lovely as it is, or a nice skirt, is it comfy for all day? You're going to be wearing that all day. You're going to be sitting, you know, around talking to family. Is it going to be comfortable when you eat your dinner, you know, a big Christmas dinner? just lots of things to think about really. I always like to be comfy on Christmas Day. You can go out, you can pick up something relatively cheap with a bit of sparkle about it, or use something out of your wardrobe and still look just as nice and put a pair of heels on. I'll probably wear some leggings, maybe see if I can invest in a top that's just got a little bit of sparkle to it and put some nice shoes on, and that's me set, and I'm going to be comfortable. And I think that makes it less stressful, because if you feel comfortable then you can just relax a little bit more. Number 16. Put together your own gift sets. Now this is really good because you can personalise it. Sometimes you can pick up a gift set and you don't like everything that's in it. So a good thing to do is make up your own. In the past I have made up my own. For a friend of mine I actually made up a gift set that was for her to relax in the bath. I made a CD of music and I put some tea lights in, and then I bought some bubble bath and a little box of chocolates. You can pick up these kinds of things at your supermarket, pick up some nice little tea lights, pick your chocolates up, pick up some bubble bath, and then put it together and wrap it and present it nicely. And it's just as nice. In fact, it's nicer because it's been really thought out. You've put those items together yourself and you haven't just gotten out and picked up a gift set. Gift sets are lovely, but it's also nice to be able to do something of your own. The next thing, shop for food a few days before Christmas. A lot of people go out on Christmas Eve thinking, right, everything will be fresh, but actually the fact is that it's not. It hasn't come in that day, it's come in the day before, because the shops don't really have the deliveries on the Christmas Eve, at least I know Sainsbury's and Asda don't tend to do that, because my mum and dad have Asda in both places. Marks and Spencer's are pretty much the same because they've got stuff from there as well. You will get stuff with a good date on that will cover you well over the Christmas Day period, a couple of days before Christmas, and you will beat that Christmas Eve chaos, because you don't want to be anywhere near Sainsbury's, Tesco, whatever place on Christmas Eve, because it's mental unless you're going to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's still crazy but busy at 6 o'clock in the morning because everybody wants to try and beat that Christmas Eve rush. So go the day before or the day before that and beat that rush, and it'll be just much less stressful. Also think about the food that you're buying. Sometimes we tend to think, oh, it's Christmas, I'm going to buy lots of sweets, I'm going to buy lots of this and that, and you don't eat it, it just sits there for ages. So think about what you're going to eat, what you might like to eat, and just kind of be sensible with your choices really. I've done that. Just a stack of stuff and it's just been there forever and it's been eating it for eating's sake, and yeah, it's not great. And the next one is 18, and it is prepare ahead. So you can start making preparations earlier in the month, like making gift tags. So I will, as I said, I'll do a little video on that, but I make my gift tags earlier in the month, and you can also make your own Christmas crackers. You can always find the sets for those after Christmas. They do sell them off, and you can make your own. You can put sweets in them, or you can personalise them for male and female, but they're really easy to make, they're very quick, and you know, you can make them and then put them away. And the same thing for gift cards really. You can sit watching television and just cut your gift tags out, do it early in the month, and you've got yourself nice, and even write them out and you've got yourself all prepared. Number 19, cut down your list. Now I've put on here, you don't have to buy your aunt's neighbour's cat Mabel a gift just because you've done it for the past 5 years. And kind of the analogy there is, because things economy wise are not so great, you might want to consider cutting down a little bit on gifts. And this is a bit of a sensitive issue and people might think, oh, that's a bit cheap, but it's just kind of like, you've got to think about your finances and who you want to purchase gifts for, and you don't want to end up buying huge amount of gifts. It's just a massive strain on resources. So you can cut down and people aren't offended. In fact, some people are sometimes very relieved because they are buying gifts and they're kind of feeling the same way as you are. And I know myself from experience, I used to buy my cousin's children, and it just got to one year where it was just too much, and I said, look, I'm not going to buy for them this year, I just really can't afford it, and they were like really relieved about that. So that was really good, and people do understand. Or, you know, or if you want to say to them, hey, you know, I'm doing Christmas but I can't really afford as much as I have done, you know, I'm only going to get something small. People are okay about that, you know. So I definitely cut down my Christmas list hugely. It just gets ridiculous when you buy in your extended and extended family. So yeah, we definitely don't do that. And the last one, vouchers for gifts. Right, so if you're stuck for what to buy for somebody and you're not really sure, rather than wander around the shops just looking endlessly, you can buy them a voucher. And a lot of people think that, oh no, a voucher's not a gift and I don't like to just give them a voucher. But I think a lot of people would say that they would like a voucher because for me, I really like it if somebody gives me a voucher. I can go out and buy what I want with it, you know. My mum and dad this year said, oh, we've only bought you a couple of little things, we can give you some money in a card. Great. I'm going to go out for the sales for once, because normally I don't do that because I'm a little bit strapped by that time, so I don't really get to hit the sales greatly. But I have a little bit of money and it's great to know that. So I just think that some people feel awkward about getting people vouchers, but if you know that they like to shop at a particular place and you're really stuck for what to get them, then there's no harm in picking up a voucher for them. You could even put something very small with it just so they've got something to open. But I think that a voucher is a great gift because it's just giving somebody the choice to then get whatever they want. So I hope this video has been helpful in some small way. I haven't rambled on too much or said really obvious things, or hopefully one of these little facts or little hints has helped you. I know that these things help me be a little less stressed over Christmas. In fact, I don't get stressed at Christmas at all. I feel like I have a set plan. I know when my decorations go up. I know the things I need to get. I get the wrapping paper, the cards and all the gift tags organised earlier in the month. I know I've got them. I've got my presents generally by this stage. I'm just picking up last minute things and I feel a lot less stressed because I know that I've got those things sorted and I don't have to worry about them. So that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas Day 5 and I'll be seeing you all tomorrow. So I love you all and leave you and see you all tomorrow. Bye!
Step into it.
Do you not want one with feet?
Yeah.
Have we got one with feet? Like you can try mine.
Alright, put Alex on. It's beside his bed, beside his pillow. The red one, it's got feet in it. It'll keep you lovely and toasty.
And what's more, it'll smell.
And if you like it, I'll get you one.
It'll smell of me.
It'll smell of Alec, which is lovely. I love the smell of Piercy. Right, his skin. I love the smell of his skin. I don't know why I needed to refirm that. Anyway.